Hello guys, Retro Marky here with part 2 of this Commodore 128, which has more issues than my ex-girlfriend it seems. But I have made some progress. It's kind of working depending on what you want to do with it. It works as a standard C64 pretty much, and it half works as a 128, which is progress because yesterday in the video it was more the 128 part seemed to be kind of working and the 64 was dead. So if we power this on now, have a quick looky. This is the dead test cartridge, which yesterday was flashing one white screen indicating a RAM failure on chip 1. And kind of thanks to Gadget UK, I woke up this morning and I thought, sod it. So I whacked a hot chip on here rather than the first one, and voila. So in fact it was U45, not 38, that was causing the problem. And this seems to give us a working C64. I've also swapped the PLAs. That doesn't seem to... Actually no, there was an issue with the 64 until I put a new PLA in here. And now I can load from disk and tape, games work. It's pretty much a 64. As you can see, even the screen's nice and steady, but well, I'll show you a couple of things in a second. There's still some issues and I'm getting a bit stuck with this now. I've also tried hot chipping the VDC in case that was causing video issues, but that made no difference. So I'm pretty sure that's not the issue there. I am considering the equivalent of the VIC chip in there, the graphics processor, whatever it's called, but I don't think that's the problem. It's just my gut feeling. But anyway, as you can see, this is running fine. All the RAM chips, the 64 RAM chips in Bank 0, okay. So that's progressed us quite a bit in fact. So I won't keep going on with this, but basically it passes all its tests. So that was a very good sign. If we whack in the 128 diagnostics, remember yesterday this was all bad, and 53. I also tried earlier hot chipping 53 just in case, but that made no difference. And it doesn't fail today. Now whether or not me swapping out the LS chip here has helped or not, I don't know. But we're definitely kind of up and running, although we're starting to get this screen flicker, which I was thinking could be something to do with power, but for sure the power pack's fine because my other 128 is working fine. I just tested it yet again and I've played games all night on it, so there's nothing wrong with the power supply. Could be something to do with the circuit board power. That's something I haven't looked into yet, and any tips on that might help. The strange thing is, although we've got this flickering, the machine will run and play. I haven't done much testing in 128 mode, but it appears to be working except for this horrible flicker. I did go into 80 column mode, but I've not actually used that before, so I couldn't tell whether it's actually playing up or not. Could be. If so, that's another issue that could be resolved. So yeah, that failed yesterday, that's now okay. That's a very good sign. All of these are coming up, or will come up without problemos. There we go. PLAs are fine because these two clocks are in sync. So frustrating. If it wasn't for the wiggling graphics, it'd be fine. Now what is interesting, or I think is interesting, and should help me do more troubleshooting, is it doesn't do this when we fire it into 64. So that could mean, could be something wrong with the graphics chip for the 128, but not the 64. I don't know, I'm not an expert on the 128, This is pretty much my first fix actually. And although you can apply a lot of the principles from the 64, it is significantly different. If nothing else, I mean the whole thing is, there's a lot more chips, a lot more things to check, a lot more things that could go wrong, and some of the numbering and locations are different. So it's saying the PLAs are bad, and he says the SID's bad, but it's fine. PLAs are not bad, I don't think. Pretty sure they're not. So, thanks Diagnostics. According to you, the machine's fine. I can sell it now. So what else can we do? Well, if you want to work in 64, we got one. And doesn't matter what. Again, a bit of flickering here, but as soon as we go into a game, so I pick the one way and use the other, yeah, probably. Whizball or something simple. There we go. Now the games themselves will use their own character sets, so I did wonder if it was the character ROM. And to be honest, I haven't checked that yet, but I'm still thinking this looks more of an electrical problem, the way it's flickering like this. So no glitching at all. So perfectly functioning C64 now. Now if I run this Diagnostics, again we've got this garbage screen. You can run it and use it, but it's a mess. It does pass all its tests with the character kernel and